Hi, I'm Darlene Gannon with the Fortinet Communications team, and with me today to discuss Fortinet's recent recognition as a leader in the Gartner Enterprise Firewall Magic Quadrant is John Maddison, Fortinet's Senior Vice President of Product and Solutions. Welcome, John.
It's great to be here, Darlene.
Great to see you. What an exciting time for Fortinet, huh?
It is indeed.
So what do you think got us over the line and into the Leaders Quadrant this year?
Well, first of all, a big thank you to our customers. They interacted with Gartner. They talked about their experiences with Fortinet products, how they've deployed it, how they've architected. So again, big thank you to our customers. I think two things. One is we continue to take market share. And there's an analyst called IDC who track unit shipments of network security appliances on a quarterly basis. In 2016, we shipped more appliances than all our major competitors combined. So we continue to take market share. The second part is our technology vision. It's called the Fortinet Security Fabric. Our partners like it, our customers like it, our analysts like it, and what it does, it brings together what used to be diverse security elements. It allows the security elements to talk to each other in a peer-to-peer mesh fashion, allowing threat information and mitigation information to be shared in real time.
So we have enterprise firewall solutions deployed across enterprises around the globe. This is certainly not a new space for us. Would you say that we're at a tipping point, or this is just a continuation of Fortinet's momentum?
I think it's a bit of both. If you go back through Fortinet's history, we actually started off 10 years ago in the service provider space. Very large, scalable systems, very flexible, a lot of flexible APIs building into the back-end systems. What we've done over the last 10 years is make our way into different enterprise use cases. And as of today, I think we support probably the most enterprise use cases across the industry.
Wow, that's impressive. And these enterprise networks are constantly evolving, right? I mean, we're hearing about ransomware threats on these networks. It feels like almost daily. How is our Fortinet security fabric protecting our customers against such threats?
Well, as you know, ransomware is not new. It's been around for 5 years at least. I think the recent ransomware outbreaks, Petya and WannaCry, just had large scale. And so they were across very large networks across the globe. I think to stop ransomware, you need a multi-layered approach. The first thing is just basic hygiene, making sure your systems are patched. And so the Fortinet Security Fabric, for example, can scan your network to make sure they're updated, looking at vulnerabilities. The second part is a lot of ransomware spread very quickly across your network. So segmenting your network, making sure you've got a segmented architecture will stop the ransomware from spreading. The third element is a layer then of protection and prevention technologies at the different threat vectors. So your network, next generation firewall, your advanced threat protection, all these capabilities then come together to give you protection against ransomware.
So you just shared a really great perspective on kind of this multi-layered approach and different security strategies for ransomware, but there's still debate in the industry about best-of-breed architectures versus platforms versus security fabrics. What's your take on these approaches?
Well, I think enterprises over the years have bought what I call point products, sometimes called best-of-breed, to sort out a specific problem at that time. And what they've ended up is collecting a lot of security products. So some customers I speak to have over 30 different security products.
Wow.
And the biggest issue is they just don't talk to each other. As you know, as a threat comes in, if you get compromised, it's a matter of minutes before it takes over your network. And so what's really important going forward in our mind is the ability for security products to talk to each other. So obviously, with our security fabrics, our security elements can talk together very quickly. But we've also developed what we call the Fabric Ready program. It allows other security products to connect in to the fabric, to share information, to share mitigation information, which then I think increases the coverage of the attack surface by the fabric.
And it helps our customers maximize their existing investments, right, in their security architecture.
Exactly. Their customers have bought some existing products. They may have some other products they want to buy as well. And so I think making sure that we can connect into different security products, but make it part of this fabric with rapid sharing information is really important.
Right. So speaking of customers, Gartner has another great kind of barometer to gauge a vendor's technology, services, and solutions. And that's the Gartner Peer Insight Review. Can you share some of the feedback that the Enterprise Firewall received in this program?
Yeah, it's a great program. You know, I'm all for more customer input inside
Right.
this process. It's great. And so they started off, I think, last September. They have one for each Magic Quadrant. The process is pretty straightforward. You go on the Gartner website, and the customer can share their experiences. They actually give you a star ranking as well. And I think from last September to now, we've now over 500 different reviews. It's
Wow.
actually more than all our competitors combined. It's interestingly enough across quite a wide spectrum of industries. And
Those
so
are happy customers.
happy customers indeed, and we like it. Customers like it. They can share their opinions. And again, any process that involves more customers' input, in my opinion, is great.
Absolutely. So are there any sneak peeks that you'd like to highlight in terms of what's coming up for Fortinet as we continue on this pursuit of protecting the enterprise network?
Yes, I do speak to a lot of CISOs, CIOs, and customers. I think there's four things which come up on a continual basis. The first thing is the transition from appliances to virtual machine and cloud. Now, let's be clear: virtual, appliances, hardware appliances, are still a good 90% plus of the marketplace. But we see more and more virtual machine deployments as private cloud. We see public cloud. I think the most important things for customers is that you have the ability to manage them through a single console. You have the same operating system on there. You have the same security updates. So there's a transition. It won't be huge. Even by 2020, you're still talking less than 20% of network security, but a unified approach is very important. Second thing is what we call CASB technology. There's another acronym for you. It's the Cloud Access Security Broker. When employees are off your network, you can't see the traffic through the firewall. And so the CASBs allow you to build APIs into the SaaS vendors, into the infrastructure vendors, to give you that visibility off network, which is going to be very important. The third trait, I think, is what we call SSL inspection, so encryption. A lot of enterprises have switched this off because it affects the performance of their firewall. It's very important, in our opinion, to switch it on. A lot of the bad guys know you're hiding stuff, or they're hiding stuff inside encrypted traffic. If you've got it switched off, it's a gaping hole inside your defenses. And so it's very important that your firewall vendor can process and inspect SSL traffic going forward. And then the fourth one's more in the distributed enterprise and branch office, which used to be very distinct marketplaces. One was UTM, security focus. One was a branch office, very hub and spoke. And those two technologies are coming together in something called SD-WAN firewall, which will start rolling out over the next 2 to 3 years.
Sounds like a lot of great technology innovations coming in the next few years. It's really exciting. John, thank you so much for sharing all of your thoughts in terms of Fortinet's recent recognition as a leader in the Gartner Enterprise Firewall Magic Quadrant. Again, congrats to you and to everyone at Fortinet. I look forward to our future conversations on Fortinet's continued innovation to best serve our customers.
Thank you, Darlene. And again, a huge thank you to our customers for interacting with Gartner over the last year, for sharing their experiences, for talking about our products and our solution sets. So big thank you, and keep it going.